Welcome to Mindfulness-Based Self-Care, session number 9. Just as a review, I hope you're breathing. I hope it's becoming kind of a habit to be aware of your breath at different times of the day. If you're doing your informal and formal practices, as we've outlined in the document sections for you. And journaling, it is a way to bring these things really into your daily practice. Have you noticed some bells for yourself? And what about your reacting? Have you been learning to respond rather than react? And the present moment awareness. This is your moment, your only moment. We hope that you're finding more of those every day. We have in your meditation area, sitting meditations. There is a nice gentle picture flowing across for a sitting meditation. If you'd like to keep your eyes open. There's the 20-minute and the 45-minute body scans. So today we're just going to look at the wise mind. And the goal is to perfect this process of being with your wise mind. And of course that word being has come up before, because to be in the present moment, you're not doing, you're not striving, you're simply being with what is. And in doing this, you can connect with your wise mind. One's thoughts and emotions work together toward wise actions. And they're easy, even when life presents difficulties, if we are using and listening to our wise mind. We listen to our wise mind, we're able to face each moment as it is, rather than what you want it to be. So connect with this concept of your wise mind. You're able to respond skillfully to all events, both positive and negative, without letting your emotional reactions or other reactive behaviors dictate your actions. So your wise mind is this concept that in different healing practices may be discussed differently. Different belief systems may call your wise mind your true self, your spirit, being centered, being in your center, your internal wisdom, or maybe even the voice of God within. All of us have the capacity to connect with, to learn and be guided by our wise minds. It may also be called your intuition, your inner knowing. The more you live listening to your wise mind, the more your decision-making becomes easy. The capacity for living with your wise mind, to living in your wise mind, to answering and being guided by your wise mind is a skill. We can all develop this skill. It is simply a skill that can be improved with practice. As with any skill, practice is necessary. So when we practice mindfulness meditation, we become open to the wisdom that's within us. We become aware. You've heard that word before. We are aware of what is within us. The voice within us. We can be still and listen to our wise mind. So both formally and informally, daily practices strengthen your wise mind. Living mindfully does not mean that your life is going to be all a bed of roses, that there will never be a problem, that you're going to live in non-stop joy and bliss in a life free from trouble. But living mindfully helps you to live in happiness and acceptance of all that is. It does mean that people who practice mindfulness are better able to solve problems, better able to face troubles, endure pain, and participate fully in life, the full catastrophe of life, as John Kabat-Zinn would say, the good and the bad, experiencing it fully, living it fully, being with it fully, learning about ourselves and knowing ourselves and our reactions and our responses fully. By developing your practice of mindfulness-based self-care, you can learn to be with your own life issues, one moment at a time. You don't have to think about them in the future. You've got an issue. Be with it here, right now. Feel what it brings to you here, right now, without that future focus, without that future focus on fear, without that future focus on planning, without that past focus on, oh, what I should have done. No, simply now, simply this current moment. You can be here now. You don't know what the future's going to bring. You may suspect, and all that does is add fear. You don't know. You don't know the positives and negatives that are in store for you. You don't know that this current situation may actually bring a positive outcome somehow. These are gifts we don't know about yet. So stay in that present, that gift of the present, that present moment. You only know what is now. Your concerns and projections into the future, all they do is increase stress, and we know what the stress does to your body. It also blocks your ability to think clearly. That stress blocks your ability to plan, to make good decisions, to make problem solving possible. And it also, as we've talked about before, undermines your body's healing mechanisms. Through mindfulness, you can develop an attitude that says, I can live with these current feelings, this current stressor, this current situation. I can live with it. If something changes in the next moment, I deal with it then, but not right now, not in my perfect present moment. Now, I am at peace. When you're more connected to your wise mind, you can discover new ways to look at situations, new ways to work with pain, new ways to work with others, to discomfort, to tension, new ways of looking at these things, because you're connected to that wise part of yourself that is not influenced by fear, anger, judgment. Your wise mind, that spirit, that voice of God within, however you perceive your wise mind, is coming from a higher place that has you in mind, your health, your well-being, that part of yourself that knows. So be gentle to yourself, allow yourself to breathe, become centered, get into that place of your wise mind, and you're going to learn to be able to deal with life's stressors and challenges at a higher level. You're able to move more comfortably through discomfort, taking that discomfort moment to moment, rather than projecting that discomfort into the future. Often chronic illness or disease leaves us feeling very negative toward our bodies. We kind of feel like our bodies may have failed us, and in so doing we're judgmental. We're not loving toward ourselves or our bodies. We may already feel a disconnect from your body, a denial of symptoms even, that prevents you from being in touch with the things that you need to know from your body. Your wise mind can tell you these things, but you need to take the time to be with your wise mind, to be quiet, to be gentle with yourself, and to listen. Fear and judgment makes listening to your body's messages very difficult, if not impossible. Your wise mind is the connections to the teachings that come from your body. Even illness can bring you insight, can bring you to a place of knowing and growing in self-awareness. Even an illness can help you to become aware. In times of increased stress and uncertainty, you may become overwhelmed by the advice of others. Their suggestions, their judgments, their opinions. Especially at times of increased stress and uncertainty, we may feel overwhelmed by this onslaught. Mindfulness can help you to open up to your own internal wisdom. You learn to listen to what resonates with you, what resonates with your knowing moment to moment, and mindfully listening to your body. Daily mindfulness practices connect you to the healing power that is within all of you, that is within you and within you loving yourself and your body, just as it is in this present moment. You can be mindfully connected to pain, breathing into that space and breathing out fear. You will begin to see connections with emotions in the present moment and their impact on your wellness. You become aware. You allow your wise mind to guide you effortlessly, really, the more you practice, through life's situations, through life's emotional landscape. Letting go of the past and paying no attention to the future. The visions you may have of the future that are stress-provoking. You will feel an increasing sense of freedom. From this place of freedom, you're open to the endless possibilities that life has for us. Imagine. So, imagine endless possibilities that come from being open and in touch with your own internal wisdom. And be aware that you have practices that we have given you to continue to develop your wise mind. Formal and informal breath attention, mindful eating, attitude focus, wise mind focus, and journaling. Remember, this is a practice that takes time. No judgment. When in doubt, breathe. Simply breathe.